That Royal Rumble was absolutely insane. And we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. I, I'm honestly damn near speechless about it because I just can't believe it happened the way that it did. I'm back. Y'all know I told y'all Rumble was my favorite PLE. So, what better way for me to get back into the swing of things and be more present here than to talk about my favorite PLE with some of my favorite winners? Now that Royal Rumble is in the review, we are 76, if I post this in the right time frame, days away from WrestleMania. And while the road to WrestleMania will be filled with a lot of stops, we have to talk about the one that just happened. It's literally probably 2 hours after Royal Rumble aired, and I'm still trying to find the words to think about everything that's in here. Because there was a lot. A lot of people showed up. There was some returns, the winners, some of the future builds that we saw happening. I'm really excited about the things I think they started to lay the foundation on at Royal Rumble. So let's get into the show. We're going to start at the very top of the card and work our way down because that's just the way my brain works. Sorry. The Women's Royal Rumble match saw Charlotte Flair not only make her return, but become a two-time Women's Royal Rumble winner. And I believe at this moment, she's the only woman to have done it twice. Now, let me tell y'all something. The second Charlotte came out in that gigantic, overdone, beautiful red robe, and they had the pyro going off, and she just walked so elegantly like a queen, I said, oh, she's taking it. She's taking it. By some of the comments on my previous TikTok video, I don't think a lot of people like that. I don't think they liked it. But as a Charlotte Flair fan, I ain't mad. I'm not mad. Now, I was clearly going for someone else. If you can't tell, I do have on one of the new Bianca Belair shirts today because I got them yesterday and I could not hold off on wearing it any longer. And what other way to support my favorite than to wear her shirt for Rumble? Let's talk about Bianca Belair really quick. We'll come back to Charlotte at the end, but let's talk about Bianca Belair. Because why the hell she have to snatch Jordynne Grace like that? Ma'am, while we are still wondering who attacked Jade Cargill, there's no doubt in my mind that it was Bianca Belair at this point. And I have been holding out on hope for my girl because, like, that's my girl. And please believe, I'm riding with Bianca, come hell or high water. And just to be clear, she is the hell and the high water. Thank you. But I'm riding with B no matter what. Like, that's my girl. We from the same state. Like, that's my girl. So I was like, I really hope it wasn't her. But after the way she snatched up Jordynne just for hugging Naomi, just for hugging that lady, Bianca. B, that was not very babyface-like of you. B, that was not very face of the company of you. Like, what type of welcome was that? The way that her and Naomi was eliminated was very interesting because there was like a pile up of the women on the apron, and then Nia comes over and just gets everybody out, and that was just insane. And I kind of hate. I believe it was Bianca, Naomi, Liv, possibly. I believe Liv was in there. Stephanie, Io Sky. It was just like a lot of the women who had still been there were eliminated all at once, which is cool, but like, damn, I was really hoping that Bianca or Naomi would pull it off. Nia Jax looked amazing. Special shout out to Roxanne Perez because I think she set a new Royal Rumble record, and I'll put the time up here somewhere because I believe it was like 1 hour, 3 minutes. She came in at number 3 and stayed to the last 2. She was the first runner up, and Charlotte eliminated her to win the Royal Rumble. Nia and Jordynne Grace. Yo, also, while we're here, Miss Grace, who was supposed to be in Austin for your mom's 50th birthday. I see you, Miss Grace. Good job. We didn't believe you for a second. We didn't. It's okay though. I'm very happy to see Jordynne Grace in the Royal Rumble in the WWE. I'm very interested to see where Jordynne is going to go. I am personally hoping to see her on the Raw roster or even SmackDown. As long as she's on one of the 2 main rosters, I would be okay. I don't think she needs to go to NXT. NXT already has a stacked women's roster. So no, let's keep her main. Speaking of NXT, if you didn't notice, there were not as many legend pop-ups as there usually is. And instead, that was taken by the women of NXT, and it cannot be more deserved. Over the last year, while we've complained about women's booking on SmackDown and Raw, NXT has stayed consistent. Those girls have put on 5-star after 5-star match. They have shown up and shown out. It's to the point where it almost feels like the main roster girls have to go down to NXT to get a good match now, because it's not always there on the main roster. So Lash Legend, girl, I was so sad when she got eliminated. I was so, and by Chelsea Green, you can't. I was so sad. It hurt my little poor heart, but it's okay. It's okay. She'll be back. Stephanie, Roxanne, Julia, all of them, Jada Parker, all of them did an amazing job and really showed what NXT is about. We did see the return of one Little Miss Bliss. There have been rumors over the last week that Alexa was supposed to show up at a Raw, and then she was supposed to be in the Royal Rumble, but that due to contract negotiations, Alexa wouldn't be coming. They didn't think they'd reach a new deal in time, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And we are all dumb as hell for even believing it for a second. If you did. If you didn't, kudos to you. But if you did, like, what were we thinking? Like, come on now. Of course they released those types of rumors right before Rumble to throw us off. Alexa came out. She looked absolutely amazing. I think the biggest question I've seen people asking is, where does Alexa fall on the roster? Because while she came out to the Goddess theme song, she came out as the Goddess Alexa Bliss. She still had the Lily doll revamped, but she also had a jacket on. And if you didn't catch it, it said friend for life, but the R was very, 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 very tiny. And it really spelled fiend. And that really, even now, like, that just pulled at my heart so much, because Bray Wyatt, you are so loved. You are so missed. And I really know he's up there smiling down, like, looking at this, because we all care so much about him, and we all know that he was taken far too soon. And so just to see him still be brought up and be showcased and be honored in little things like that really just get to me, and it really makes me emotional. I'm sorry. But Alexa came out and she looked absolutely amazing. Did not look like she missed a step. Got right back into the swing of things. I'm really excited to see what happens with her. Like I said, does she go back to being the Goddess Alexa Bliss? Has she recovered? Or will she be back with the Wyatt Six? So that's something we definitely get to look forward to when it comes to Little Miss Bliss over the next few weeks. Another return we saw was at number 25. Miss Trish Stratus came out paying homage to herself, as it was her 25th anniversary. This 25 years ago, Trish Stratus debuted, and she came out with the same kind of pink cowboy hat. I kind of need one of those that she did when she debuted. Did the arm cross, had the little fur jacket. Like, the woman looks amazing. Like, let's not sleep on Trish Stratus. She looks good. And I think she did a really good job, held her own in the Rumble. But one of my most exciting returns, and I know this is probably a very unpopular opinion, and that is okay, I don't care. Nikki Bella at 30. Nikki motherfucking Bella came back at 30, and baby, she may not have got to do that much. She may not was in there that long, but she looked good. And I'm so excited to see what's happening next. I will for sure be grabbing a Fearless Nikki shirt. And from the sounds of it, she may be back. Not just back for now, not just a one-off. She may be back to do at least another run. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I'm curious. How does this next run go? Where does Nikki Bella fit? And who does she go up against? In an interview backstage with Jackie Redmond, she mentioned how she has unfinished business with Liv Morgan, with Charlotte Flair, and that she would like to put Chelsea in her place. Can you imagine Nikki Bella versus Chelsea Green for the United States Championship? Hello? As I stated earlier, Miss Charlotte Flair did pull it off. She won by eliminating Roxanne Perez, and she got to do the Mania sign point. I am one of the people, like I said, who is not mad about it. My picks were Naomi, Bianca, Charlotte in that order. And one of my 3 won. I'm good. I think that I would give it top 3 of the women's Royal Rumble matches. I don't know if it was necessarily the best women's Rumble match, but I will definitely give it top 3 for sure. I did miss Rhea Ripley though. I really missed Rhea Ripley being involved in stuff. And so I'll dock like a piece of a point for that, right? Now, I will be 1000% honest with y'all. I did not care even this much for that tag team 2 out of 3 falls match. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have been struggling to care about the SmackDown tag division. I don't know what's going on, but ever since the Street Profits were out, I just was not interested. Ever since the Street Profits were kicked out, I just lost interest. And it had nothing to do with the actual tag teams themselves. Los Garza, Pretty Deadly, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, all amazing tag teams, all great in the ring, all putting on amazing matches. It just fell a little flat for me. So I went into this match like, I'm just watching because I'm live tweeting and I need to be engaged and I need to care and right. And then as we get to the third fall, and DIY has one, and Motor City Machine Gun has one, and I look up and there's a man in a black hoodie. Now, as a Roman fan, as an Uso fan, a black hoodie typically means a Uso or a bloodline member is lurking around. But that's not the case this time. And I knew that wasn't the case. But it was even better because I have been saying for weeks that I wanted to see the Street Profits return at Royal Rumble. And they did. They cost Motor City Machine Guns the match by attacking them, giving DIY the win. And while DIY may have thought they were safe, ain't none of y'all safe. Why? Because the Profits want those titles. They looked so good standing there with that gold. Give it to me now. I need them with the gold at WrestleMania. It's okay. I can wait. I'll be patient. Them versus whichever one of those other 2 teams you want to make it. I don't care if it's DIY. I don't care if it's Los Garza. I don't care if it's Motor City Machine Gun. I don't care if it's Pretty Deadly. I don't care who it is. Okay? Give me Street Profits versus whoever with the Profits taking the title at WrestleMania. They deserve that. If nothing else, they deserve that. They deserve to get that WrestleMania moment with those tag titles because they carry the division on their backs. If between the Usos, the New Day, and Street Profits, that's your WWE tag division. Unpopular opinion, probably. I don't care. Be mad if you want to. Like, those 3 teams carry every single time. And when the 3 of them are not involved in the tag division, it's very lackluster. It's giving nothing. And I think it proves this point considering that I barely paid attention during that whole match until Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins showed up. So I'm ready to see where that goes. I am ready to see what happens. And we will move right into the craziest match of the night, which was the ladder match for the Undisputed WWE Championship. I said very early on in this match that KO's whole point was just to inflict as much pain as possible. At one point, it didn't even seem like he was caring about winning the match. He just wanted to hurt Cody as much as he can and then win the title. And he did just that. I don't even know what the move is called because I missed it and I just started to blank after a second because I was like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. When he jumped off the rope and put Cody through the ladder, I don't know how either of them got up. I don't know how they made it up. I truly don't understand how they were able to get up after that. But more than anything, that Alabama slam off the announce desk through the ladder. First of all, did y'all see how Kevin was flipped in there with his neck like this? Like, is he okay? Is he? And then Cody just like walked off, got the title, and was then ended up standing over him, and it's very much giving heel. It is very much giving Cody is slowly starting to go to a dark place. I'm excited. I have said that I think Cody is a better heel. I just think he does it better. He is such a good guy. He truly is the face that he is portraying right now. He is really a good guy at heart. I love seeing the videos of him out and about, like not on the program, just out doing things. He's such a good guy. But there is something about a heel Cody or a Cody with heel-like tendencies that just makes me go, hmm. So I'm very interested to see how that goes. I'm very curious to see where we go with this because Sami Zayn did come out. And the way he was looking at Cody, you might have to watch your back. But it may not just be Sami Cody needs to watch his back with. Because the winner of the Royal Rumble for the men was none other than main event Jey Uso. Yeet. Against all odds, Jey Uso made it through 29 other competitors and eliminated none other than John Cena himself to win the Royal Rumble. Now, there is already a lot of back and forth on whether or not Jey should have won. That's not a question. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He won. He actually won. We also have to give credit where credit is due. And you have to admit that Jey Uso has carried this motherfucking company on his back all of 2024. People have been yeeting. People have been buying merch. People have been showing up. People have been yelling his name. People want to see Jey Uso. And so it should not come as a surprise to anybody that Jey Uso is now the main event of WrestleMania because he told you he would be. Yes, I did start with the end of that match, but that Royal Rumble match had so many great moments. We started it off with Rey Mysterio versus Penta. What? I feel like Rey versus Penta is something we've all been thinking about. We've all been wanting for such a long, long time. And we got it. And then it got even better because you had Chad Gable, you had Carmelo Hayes. I did hate that Carmelo was like the first person to get eliminated, but he did look good. I'm still hoping to see Carmelo over on Raw. I don't know, probably not. Braun Breaker came out, and unpopular opinion, if we're not going to let him do more with his title, why are we putting him in Royal Rumble? Quickly. Exactly. I did enjoy him though. Braun always puts on a damn good show, which is why I would like to see him utilized a whole lot more. He's a damn good competitor. Use him. If we keep labeling him the man of the future of the company, all of these future, he's the guy, let's use him. Let's start building him up. Let's start making him relevant to the crowd more, because he is, but like more, you know? Now, I'll tell y'all what blew my mind. Akira Tozawa tries to come out. He's attacked by Carmelo Hayes. And that one hit hurt him so much that he's so dazed that he can't continue the match. We can't just let him take a breather. We can't just give him a minute. We say, nope. We need somebody else. And of all people, Triple H grabs Ice Show Speed and sends him out there for one of the nastiest spears I've ever seen in my life. Like, Braun Breaker almost broke that boy apart. But absolute kudos to him for not only getting in the ring and doing that, but also taking Otis, throwing him over the announce desk. I don't know anything about him because I'm not a streamer. I don't know anything about Twitch, y'all. I don't know. I keep telling y'all, oh, okay. I really did enjoy seeing him tonight. It was something fun. It was something to switch things up. I did hate Tozawa didn't get in the match because I think we've just made him this character that just is goofy and silly, and we forget that Akira Tozawa is an absolute beast in the ring. That man can go no matter size, no matter height. Tozawa is the truth. And so I would really like to see a little more from him in the next few months, you know? Now, there were two moments in this next piece that were my favorite parts of the night. And I'm sure y'all know. Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns. Jacob came in, cleaned house. Roman came in, cleaned house, right? I was waiting on that stare down. I was waiting for that stare down and it didn't disappoint, but I'm so sad I didn't get more of them together. It's okay. It's okay. I know we're hinting at it. I know we're going to build towards it. I can wait. I can be patient. But I will say, seeing Jacob but not Solo, where is Solo Sokoa? I'm just curious. That's all. I'm just curious. And will we ever finish the Bloodline story? Because by the way things went in that ring, I have a new theory about the favor. John Cena standing here, Roman Reigns standing here, CM Punk standing here, Seth Rollins standing here. And I'm like, okay, this is like a beginning to one of those really bad jokes because four goats walk into a bar. And I knew the second Roman and Seth laid eyes on each other that things were finna go to hell in a handbasket. I literally told my brother, my baby brother does not watch wrestling. He just so happens to be spending the weekend at my house. He just so happens to be staying with me this weekend. And so he was like, yeah, I'll watch Rumble with you. But then he slept through most of it. Woke up at the very end of Cody and KO and was like, oh, did I miss the men's Royal Rumble? Okay, good. I want to see John Cena. All right. So, so I watched it with my brother and I told him, I said, both of them are about to get eliminated. Roman is going to try to eliminate Seth and somebody is going to eliminate both of them. And just like I said, CM Punk eliminated both of them. And then CM Punk was eliminated by, of all people, Logan Paul. It was bad enough that we let Logan Paul have the prominent spot of number 30. It was bad enough that we let Logan have one of the Kofi Naomi moments where he got to save himself and jump over to the announce desk and then get back in the ring. It was bad enough that we let Logan Paul eliminate the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, on his return, which we got the original AJ Styles music and I was very happy about. I love that song. But then you also allow Logan Paul to eliminate CM Punk as if CM Punk didn't just tell Kevin Owens, hey, yeah, that's fine. I've never lost a match to Logan Paul before. You're sick. You're sick. You're absolutely sick. That has got to be one of the sickest things I've ever seen in my life. Okay? My life. It was at that moment that I called it. It was at that moment, and I'll see if I can find the tweet. It was at that moment I said, Jay's taking it. Jay is taking it. My brother was still very much Team Cena. I was very much Team Jay Uso. And that last 2 minutes had me on the edge of my seat. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I kept going, oh my God, are they going to pull the trigger on Jay? Is Jay really finna do it? Now, I have obviously seen all the videos from this weekend of the meet and greets and all that. And I noticed that Jay's son was with him. And I was like, well, I'm sure his son has been with him before when he hasn't done like anything like big, but like still, like his son is there. And I literally told my brother, hey, his son is there. I think Jay's winning. And he did. And it's quite insane because then you get on Twitter, you have all of these people who are saying Jay didn't deserve it. And John Cena congratulated him. You get on Twitter, Roman Reigns is jeeting. Rhea Ripley is jeeting. Naomi is jeeting. Damian Priest is jeeting. Everybody backstage is so proud of Jay and so proud of this accomplishment. And he got to do the monumental point at the Wrestlemania sign. And my question becomes, does Jay face Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed title? Or does he go after Gunther for the World Heavyweight title? Because he's been going back and forth with Gunther, so he might as well finish the story, right? But Cody is his friend. And him and Cody have a very special relationship. So maybe he should just go after Cody. I am truly interested to see who Jay chooses so we can see who is left for Elimination Chamber. Because what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? Jay Uso officially being the main event is probably the craziest thing I've ever seen happening. And I'm so proud of him. And I'm so proud to be a person who goes, yeet. Look, leave me alone, okay? I'm just so happy, all right?
It was at this moment that I realized I did not go into detail about the favor. So I'm going to drop it in now, slightly out of place, but I still wanted to include it. So let's talk about my favor theory. As a disclaimer, I just wanted to make clear that this is not saying Jey Uso does not get his main event, does not get his title shot, does not win a title at Mania. This is strictly concerning the other side with Roman, Seth, and Punk. That's it. That's all. Now we'll actually get into my theory.
CM Punk eliminates Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins just to be eliminated then by Logan Paul. Now, I was not upset about CM Punk eliminating both Seth and Roman. Duh. As a Roman fan, I told y'all, I went into this having no expectations of that man winning. It just didn't make sense to me that Roman would win Royal Rumble. How he becomes the WrestleMania main event, I don't know, but I do have a theory, and it involves the favor. So, after all three of them are eliminated, Seth loses his shit. He starts crashing out on both Roman and Punk. Now, this is the one time that Roman really ain't do shit but be there. And he still got fucking curb stomps for it for no damn reason. Like, he didn't even do nothing. He was just there. He was just there. And Seth was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you too. You're cool, but fuck you. Like, he just lost his shit and started attacking everybody. And then CM Punk walks over, steps over Roman, gets up close to Paul Heyman before walking away. Here's my theory. And it's kind of weird. I will admit that. My theory very much hinges on if Jey chooses someone other than Gunther to fight at WrestleMania. If he does and Gunther is free, Gunther can go on to either face Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. And yes, it has to be one of those two. Hear me out. Just listen. Keep your ears open. Listen to me. One of them get to face Gunther, and because of everything that's been going on, I'll just say CM Punk. I'll just say Seth Rollins. But you can really switch Seth Rollins and Roman in either position. Either position is okay. I just think Seth or Roman can be switched out. Punk is the only one that has to stay in the position he's in for a reason. Let's go. So Gunther faces either Seth or Roman at Elimination Chamber and loses. Okay? Meaning we have a new World Heavyweight Champion going into WrestleMania, which is either Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns. The other one of Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns wins Elimination Chamber. So if Seth just became the new World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns is the winner of Elimination Chamber. With that, Roman gets a match against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, right? Like I said, you can switch these, but let's just go that way. Seth is the World Heavyweight Champion. Roman is his challenger. We have the feud of all feuds set up. We have over 10 years worth of anger, worth of angst, worth of feelings and emotions and hatred and sadness and everything else in between to duke out, right? And then Punk reminds Heyman, hey, you owe me a favor. And this may work better with Roman being the champion, but hey, like I said, you can change it. And Punk's favor is that Paul Heyman has to get him into that title match. And so instead of it just being a one-on-one, it is now a triple threat match with Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Because there's no way Cody's losing the title, right? So it's got to be Gunther. We need somebody to be the sacrificial lamb here for that match. And I hate to say that because it sounds very bad, because people will say, well, wait, they don't need a title. They don't, but like, they do, because they're them. Sorry. And so I definitely think that CM Punk will call in his favor to Paul Heyman, and it will force Roman to be in a situation he does not want to be in, which is where he has to have two challengers for what he feels like should be his. Now, who comes out on top, who leaves champion, all that other good stuff, I don't know. But I definitely think that in the place that CM Punk is in now, he reminds me a lot of Seth Rollins a few years ago, right before Cody returned. Because if you remember, Seth had all of these chances to win, to get to WrestleMania. He didn't win Royal Rumble. He didn't win Elimination Chamber. Him and Kevin lost the tag team championships. They didn't win a qualifying match. Like, Seth had done everything he could possibly do to get himself to WrestleMania, and he couldn't figure it out. And that is where I feel like Punk is. He is doing everything he can to get that WrestleMania event that to get that WrestleMania main event that he so deserves, and that favor being in his back pocket is his way. Now, I could be wrong, obviously. Who knows? But what I will say is, I very, very much truly enjoyed Royal Rumble from start to finish. I'll even include that tag team match that I wasn't really looking forward to. It was full of surprises. It was full of great moments for me. It was action from beginning to end. There were moments that shocked me. There was moments I was upset. I think this was such a very well put together POE. And while I understand people not liking who won, that's just the luck of the draw. That's just how it happens. Somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. So let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking. Did you enjoy Rumble? Did you prefer someone else showing up? Did you prefer someone else winning? And who do you think Jay is choosing to main event WrestleMania with? Let me know. I will see you guys very soon because we got a lot to catch up on. And like I said, in 76 days, we will be at WrestleMania, and I'll be with you every step of the way. I hope y'all are ready. Buckle in. Let's go. So until next time, bye guys.